Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood from WP-Tonic. And in this video, I'm going to be talking what are some of the best payment gateway provider solutions that are out there for your membership website. Non-WordPress or WordPress, you need a payment gateway provider. What are some of the leading choices, some of the best ones out there? At WP-Tonic, we've got a ton of experience helping our clients make the right decision. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. So you're building out a membership website on WordPress or not WordPress, and you're looking for the best gateway provider solution out there. First of all, what is a gateway provider? Basically, if you're taking subscriptions online, you need a processor. A processor basically takes the credit card details, makes sure that there are funds available, that it's a legit card, and for these security and other features, they take a percentage of the transaction. That is the basic essence of a gateway provider. I want to point out I've written a great article that goes into everything and all the links, and you'll find that article, the link to it, in the video description underneath. In this video, I'm going to go through some of the main choices because otherwise it'd be an extremely long video. Let's start off with one has become one of the biggest players in online transactions, especially subscription, and that's Stripe. Before Stripe came on the field, basically, the offerings out there were okay, but some of them were really janky, really not that particularly robust and not very easy to set up. One of them I'm going to be talking about very soon in this video. Um, then Stripe came on the market and they really revolutionized how to make it much easier to set up a gateway provider with your membership website. And they're still one of the top players out there. I utilize them myself for my own hosting company, and they're a great partner. Um, Unless you're up to a very high volume, you will be charged 2.9% of all transactions you take. That is a kind of industry standard. But if you are in the higher payment processing, i.e., you're dealing with a lot of subscriptions every day, every week, every month, you can then negotiate with Stripe. And that applies to all the players that I'm going to talk about in this video. Now, to set it up, at WP-Tonic, we've got a focus with WordPress, with Lifter LMS or LearnDash, but this applies to SaaS providers like Kajabi, Podio, or Mighty Network. They're the three main players that you can utilize if you're not going to go down the WordPress route. They all of them, plus WordPress, provide very easy linkage through Stripe. Stripe provides a very robust and a powerful API system. You use a key. They make the process of setting up a Stripe account really easy. They do security background checks, and depending on how long the kind of credit history you have or the credit history of your company, if you're using LLC, which I would strongly recommend that you do set up. Dependent on their security checks, but normally if you've got a reasonable credit history, you will be able to set up very quickly. They also provide a really easy way of setting up a development setup so you can practice your shopping cart without having to utilize live credit card data. It's a very slick system, and I found them to be pretty fair partners when it comes to any disputes around subscription, and you will get them no matter how fair you are with people. people, there are a certain small minority that will try it on. I always have found Stripe to be fair and balanced so far, and I've been using them for over 7 to 8 years. On to the next one, which isn't so fantastic, and that's PayPal. PayPal, I use them to buy stuff. I've got to admit it, and I use it through my business. And I tend to use them because they offer 6 months interest free, and I take advantage of that. And I make sure that I pay on the dot of that last month to avoid the 30% they want to charge me. But it's great to get like a few months, especially if you're in a dynamic situation and you're dealing with cash flow. Um, but as a partner for your membership website, just they are lacking. It used to be lacking considerably in the actual system they offered. For years, it was well behind Stripe. It was very janky at best. They had brought out PayPal 2.0. It took them ages to get it fully launched, but about a year, 18 months ago, they managed to do it. And it works really robust. They have improved the back end, which was also, compared to Stripe, really bit pathetic, to be truthful, but they have upped their game in that. One area which they haven't upped their game, if you have a membership website, is their dispute resolution policies. If you're a small player, they really don't want to know. They really don't want to help you. They will always give a refund to the person that's put the dispute in against you, even if you can give them clear evidence that the person is trying it on, that is breaking the agreements of your subscription. They don't care. They will give a full refund to the customer. On the other hand, if you're a big player with them and you're doing a lot of transactions and one of your customers has a legit problem with you, they don't care. They will always side with you because they're making a lot of money. This is my opinion. Do online search and you'll find a lot of people who agree with my opinion. I would try not to use them unless I had to. There are certain scenarios, certain countries that you can't use Stripe. It also applies to certain industries which PayPal will allow to be a partner with you. But I would advise you to avoid them as best as possible. Then you've got the more higher volume and more traditional gateway providers. One of the best known is Authorize.net. They traditionally charge a bit more than Stripe, but it depends on the volume. If you get up to a certain volume, you can negotiate with them, and it can be well below what Stripe wants. It just depends on the volume and the relationship you have with Authorize.net. As a practitioner, I see them in the middle between Stripe and PayPal. I wouldn't say that as a partner they're as good as Stripe, but also they're in no way as bad as PayPal. So I see them in the middle road. There's a lot of these gateway providers out there. Like I say, if you go to the link that's in the description, I go through some of the other leaders in this video. But that's the basic outline of 3 of the major players out there: Stripe, PayPal, and Authorize.net, based on my extensive experience of helping clients and also utilizing them myself. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments underneath. I always reply to the comments personally myself, or you can go to the WP-Tonic website and book a free consultation with me, and I'd be more than happy to go through and try and help you as much as possible. If you found this video useful, hit that bell, subscribe to the channel. That really encourages me to make more of these videos. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.